Oh, it has been a hot minute. How is everyone doing? We haven't done one of these, and because it's every other week, it's been like a month since I've talked to you guys. I'm like, life has been crazy. How about you guys? Hopefully, everyone's had a great couple weeks since last talked to you guys. You had a great week this week. You're having a good Friday. I sound like a toad because allergies. It's the whole thing. It's horrible. But hopefully everyone else is having a good December and everything. Hi, Lloyd. How are you? This one was a little bit last minute, so I'll give a little while for people to filter in. Hey, Claire. Hi, Lizzie. How's everyone doing? I'm not sure how long we'll go today because, as you guys could probably tell, I sound kind of toad-like. Hi, Marissa. So listen, I have allergies, but I've never actually been allergy tested. And it kind of occurred to me the one day because I didn't think it was allergies. So every time that I've gotten sick, it's always been like congestion, sneezing, sore throat. And I've always just been like, oh, I'm sick, like it's a cold. And now I'm actually realizing, and I'm actually realizing I think I might be allergic to down because like ever since I moved into this apartment, I came furnished and the couch that I sat on the last couple live streams is down-filled, and I kept getting like stuffy nose and everything. And then my winter coat, I bought a new winter coat the end of last season, down-filled. And as I've been wearing it now that it's freezing cold and there's like a foot of snow on the ground, I've been congested like nonstop, like can't smell anything, just blowing my nose left, right, and center. And I think I might be allergic to down. So that's fun. I've been basically taking allergy tablets every day. So I have to go actually get tested for that. But that's why I sound like a toad because I woke up this morning really, really congested and with a sore throat. And I think my allergy tablet is starting to wear off. But that's been my Friday. Woo! Lloyd, you said, I'm doing well. I have a final tomorrow morning. Ooh, that you barely studied for. What are you doing? What are you doing here, friend? That's not. What is your final in? Is it something that you can like common sense your way through? You know, I know there were some classes like that when I was in college and stuff that it was like, listen, okay, most of the questions were going to be common sense answers, you know? Amanda, you just literally finished watching my Not Along. Well, thank you for tuning into that and then tuning in here. I appreciate it. Like, that's a really unfortunate allergy. Yeah, except like I've never really had like downfilled anything until here. And I was just always stuffed up and I just didn't really think anything of it because I have other allergies as well, like cats and stuff. So I used to have cats. If you guys have like followed me before, you've seen them in the videos and stuff. So I've never like since I moved out here, I've never been able to like breathe through my nose properly. So it didn't really occur to me that what I was getting was allergies until like recently, which sounds really stupid because like why wouldn't you think it's allergies? But yeah. So now that I've got the down here and the cats aren't here, I'm like, well, it can't be the cats. So what is it? And that's really the only other thing I can think of. So rip to me because my house is now full of down and I don't have money for another winter coat right now. So plus I really like my coat. It's nice and warm. I'm a serial procrastinator. Me too. It's finance, so it's a bit tough. Rip. Oh. Yeah, probably not a fun one to procrastinate. But yeah, I'm a terrible procrastinator too. Every assignment we got that the teacher gave at the start of the year was like, "You're gonna want to start this now to hand it in at the end of the semester." That was not completed until like the night of. The night it was like the night before it was due. That's when I was working on it. So I'm a serial procrastinator as well. I totally understand. I perform well under pressure. That's what I like to tell myself, you know? Anyways, is anyone crafting today? I'm actually going to try and not and keep up with this. I don't know how well that's going to go because I'm going to be reading a pattern and trying to read the chat and everything all at once. Now, this was very last minute posted, so I don't know how many people we're going to have in here today, but that's okay. I am not too concerned about that. Everyone's busy. It's winter, you know. I don't perform well under pressure, LMAO. I just start giggling. Well, that's not good. Well, I mean, hopefully you take some time after we're done here to do a little bit of studying. I mean, I'm not going to condone not studying, but I get where you're coming from. Nobody got time for that, you know? Don't want to do it. Claire, I wish I had time to what? To craft? That is literally where I have been like the last week. And so like the last live stream week I posted that I wasn't doing it, and one of you guys was really cute and posted, "Wait, do you have a job that's not arts and crafts?" Yes. As much as I would love just making arts and crafts to be my, you know, bread and butter here, it is not. But yeah, I do actually work a full 9 to 5 and have a small child. So sometimes time is hard to come by. So I completely understand that too. You're still working on your tatting project. Not sure if it will be finished by Christmas. Oh, yes. I remember we talked briefly about, excuse me, the two different kinds of tatting with like the hook and the shuttle. I vaguely remember that. It's been a while, but I do vaguely remember that. That's unfortunate. Were you, I imagine, obviously you're saying by Christmas, so you were probably hoping to have it done by Christmas. Who knows? Maybe you'll come into some extra time someday, and there's still time, friend. You could still complete it. Stay positive. I'm watching while getting over a cold. Yeah, I'm fairly certain this is allergies because I have been taking like allergy tabs and it has for the most part been going away. I took an allergy tab like early this morning though, so I think it's definitely starting to wear off now, which is why I sound terrible. But that's unfortunate. That's not fun. Nobody likes having a cold. Nobody. And I seem to get them all the time. So, you know, I went and got we have like testing and stuff at work because I work in aviation. So, I went and got tested just to be safe because my dad did fly in from the other side of the country last weekend, and you know, love him, but I don't think he quite understands that like you can have a vaccine and still get COVID. But I don't really want to talk about that nonsense. Either way, came back negative. So we're good on that front. I'm just going to suffer through my allergies until I can get into the doctor's office and get an allergy test done and know for sure what I need to avoid. It's meant to be a Christmas present. However, the person's birthday is in January. So it may end up being a birthday present. I mean, fair. That's not terrible then. You intended for it to be a birthday present. That's all. That's all. You still got time though. It's only the 10th. You've got a full 2 weeks still. So don't give up hope yet. Excuse me. My gosh. I'm actually working on a Christmas pattern right now. I thought it would make a cute little decoration for my Christmas tree. Just this little, wow, that really affected the white balance, didn't it? Just this little reindeer pattern. So I'm doing like I can't really show you guys because I'm using the laptop camera, but I am doing like a heathered gray white color in the background. And then I've got a metallic red for the nose. And then I'm just using like a regular brown for the ears and antlers and stuff. So That's going to be fun. And I've saved a few other patterns. If this goes, I just turned my phone off and lost my pattern. Good job, Megan. I have a few other Christmas patterns saved in my to-dos to hopefully get to at some point too. But I'm still here finishing the fall knot along. So like, who knows? But yeah, basically, I've been working lots and lots and lots because I owe time at work. So have to put the hours in to get paid, you know? I made my first few patterns on bracelet book. I started a mini series like 110, 132 the most. I gotta look at it. Let's see. Patterns. 110, 132. Let's see. Oh, that's cute. It's like the butterfly cutout with like a picture in it with a butterfly. That's actually really cute. I'm adding that to my to-dos because it's different than like just a normal butterfly. You know what I mean? Know what I mean, Jelly Bean? Very cute though. Oh my gosh. I haven't actually designed a new pattern in a very long time. It's never been like my strong suit. I enjoy making other people's patterns, but for the most part, I let other people design the patterns and I just knot them. Thanks. You're welcome. It's a very cute pattern. I probably won't make it in the dead of winter, but come the end of winter, when I need brightening up, when my soul needs to be cheered up and is desperate for the sunshine, I'll probably make it then because it's like bright and cheery and stuff like that. And I always feel like that by the end of winter. Like right now, my blinds are closed because there's a foot of snow on the ground and it's pitch black out. And it gets like dark here at like 3:00 in the afternoon. I think we're reaching the point of like less than 8 hours of legal daylight in a day, which is depressing. So there's that. Have you read any books recently? I haven't had a lot of time to, but I've got some reading in and it's a great relaxer. I have not done any reading recently. Like I've literally been okay, so it's kind of weird, but at my work we do time averaging. So I feel like in most places of work you either get salary or you get hourly, and time averaging kind of falls in the middle. So I don't get paid. How do I explain this? So it's like I'm given a number that is like a salary, but I am expected to work a full like 40 hours a week sort of thing, right? But if let's say this week, because of like how we're generally really, really busy in the summer, and then in the winter we're not as busy. So they don't want us to clock a bunch of overtime in the winter because obviously the company's not making as much money. So basically what happens is we work a lot of overtime in the summer and then we work less in the winter. So it's time averaged. So the idea is that all the overtime you make in the summer makes up for all the hours that we don't have work in the winter. So it averages out to like your yearly salary. However, it's great if you are like within your hours and stuff. And, let's say this week you're only getting 35 hours, you'll still get paid your 40 hours, but you go like -5 hours banked time. So you owe the company then 5 hours to be paid out your full salary for the year. So what's happened with me is we went to a weird schedule when the lockdowns and stuff were happening, and I got my paycheck topped up. So I owe all those hours for when we were like week on, week off. And then I've been sick multiple times. My daughter has been sick multiple times. So I'm at the point where I've hit our cap of how many hours you can owe. So I've basically spent the last week working 11, 12-hour shifts. So I don't really have time to read or craft. And then, just like working lots. And then it was my daughter's birthday and everything. So Haven't really had time to do anything, like even edit a video. Like the footage for the video I posted today, I have literally had recorded since like just after Halloween, and I just haven't had the chance to sit down and edit it. So just after Halloween, I think maybe like a week into November, but yeah, so your girl's been putting in the hours at work. I haven't had time to do like anything, but we're going to get paid off. We're going to get paid off and we're going to get ahead of the game. Okay. That is my goal for the upcoming year, is to pay everything off. You're going to go study now. Good luck on your final tomorrow. I hope you do well, and good luck with your studying. I hope you don't get distracted. How about everyone else? Does anyone have any plans for the weekend? I'm hoping to get some recording in this weekend. That is what I am, fingers crossed, hoping for. So hopefully you guys will see a steady stream of content picking up again now that I've put in some extra hours. But what about everyone else? What's everyone else doing? Hopefully everyone's doing well. I wish I had a lighter gray for this. I think it would have looked maybe a bit better, but we'll deal with it. Other than that, though, I mean, what's been going on in my life? Basically just been working. It got really, really cold here this week, so it wasn't fun going to work when it was a minus 38 some mornings. That's Celsius. Nasty cold. The car did not like starting when I was leaving work, but yuck. But, you know, you do what you got to do. Work for the weekend and finishing up this keychain for my mom for Christmas. That's taken me way too long. Yeah, I think a lot of people are going to be getting handmade gifts from me this year. I've got some keychain things, and I'm hoping to use them in some upcoming videos and make some people some gifts and stuff. And that's kind of my goal too. I want to get some Christmas crafting done for sure. I would like to get a couple hours in at work this weekend too. So we're in the same boat, it sounds like. Catching up on some sleep, hopefully. Same. That's me. That's me every weekend. Okay. I'm not going to lie. I like my sleep. But it's like a catch-22 because I also find like I'm most relaxed and most productive like late evening into the night. So it's kind of a catch-22 because I'd rather be up all night, but I also like my sleep. And you get better sleep when it's dark out as opposed to when you're being blasted with sunlight. So catch-22. Hopefully you get some good sleep in though and get caught up and feel better and stuff. Christmas shopping this weekend. Ooh, I'm not done my Christmas shopping yet either. I'm probably not going to, honestly, I'm probably not going to go this weekend. It's probably going to end up being next weekend for me for Christmas shopping. That'll be, I don't even know, like, this year I feel really frazzled and behind. I'm normally that person who at like the end of August, I start asking people what they want for Christmas, and I start looking out for sales and deals and cool things at that point. So then I can like pace myself buying instead of, you know, breaking the bank all at once. But this year was just chaos and a half. So I've got a couple things, but I'm not done yet. And I don't think it's going to be this weekend. I think it's going to be next weekend, which is going to give me anxiety because I feel like that's way too late to be Christmas shopping. I don't know how people do the day before thing. Like, let me run out and buy Christmas presents the day before. Like, what are you doing? How do you not feel panicked? I don't understand. Are you guys early Christmas buyers? Like, do you have all your stuff, you know, bought wrapped and everything like a couple weeks before Christmas, or are you one of those go out Christmas Eve and buy the Christmas gifts type people? I mean, we can't really do that in this city. Like you could, but there isn't a massive selection of stores. So I feel like you really limit yourself if you do that. A lot of people live on the accounting on online shopping and stuff. I'm probably doing the day before also 1000%, 100,000% feel panicked. Yeah. I did it one year. I had one gift that I was going to buy and I knew I could get it in town. And I went out Christmas Eve to get it. Oh my gosh. Just the amount of busy, the amount of just like I don't like people, if I'm being honest. So it's just a lot of people and the traffic's busy because everyone's out doing the same thing. The parking lots are a mess. It's busy. It's generally dumping down snow because this is Canada. So the weather's not great. And yeah, I got that one thing and I literally came home and was like, never, ever again. I will never go out Christmas Eve and buy presents again. So I'm planning to have it done before Christmas Eve myself, but I have some stuff. I've gotten better at starting early, but I do tend to procrastinate. Listen, I feel that too. I get it. I've got some stuff. This year, I'm later than normal. Like, there's been times where generally what I would do is before the snow hits, I would drive into the big city and I would do all my Christmas shopping, generally in October. Honestly, that's when I do a lot of my Christmas shopping normally. And then, because the big city has like all the stores and all the selection and everything. So I'll get all my stuff. And then if there's one or two things that I know I can get in town, like stocking stuffers and stuff, I'll just get that in town. I won't worry about getting that in like October. I'll get that, early December or whatever. But this year I didn't go, and I'm kind of kicking myself because now I'm like, kind of feel like I should go, but now once the snow's on the ground, it's not a nice drive. There's not a lot between here and there, and it's a very, very long drive. So in the weather, if something happens, you're probably going to be sitting like in the ditch for hours and hours before someone comes upon you and helps you out. So, and there's like dead zones and stuff along that highway. So it's not generally a drive I particularly love doing in the winter. I've done it before, but generally once the snow falls, I will switch to online shopping or coming to a deal with myself to kind of compromise on some things and get whatever I can get in town instead. But, I didn't feel like driving all the way to Edmonton this year, so it didn't happen. I'm usually an early shopper, but procrastinate wrapping the gifts. See, I love wrapping gifts. I think it's relaxing and fun. I like it. People suck. LOL. Exactly. You know what? This is like people as individuals are nice. There are nice individuals, but I just like people as a whole. You know what I mean? Like, it's not that I dislike individuals or people. It's that like I don't like them when they're in my space, and I don't like them when they're making me frustrated. And when it's busy and stuff, they tend to do that. So at those points in times, it's like people suck. Claire says a little bit of both. I like to give people something store-bought and something handmade, but the handmade stuff ends up happening last minute. For me, it's kind of like if you're my friend there is at least one Christmas that you're going to get just handmade gifts. That's just how it works. It's probably going to be like the first Christmas that you're my friend or whatever. Like if I just met you, that first Christmas will probably be the Christmas that you get a handmade gift because I got so many craft supplies that is an easy free gift for me and I get the relaxation of making it. But I think this year I'm going to be doing a mix too, just because I didn't get the chance to go out to the big city and stuff. So I think I'm probably going to be doing a lot of handmade stuff. Yeah, I don't miss the snow at all for sure. Moved from Buffalo, New York to northern Alabama. So Alabama's down south, I believe, right? You'd be in the nice warm climate. Yeah, not I live in the north. Like, and not like Raptors, like Toronto Raptors, we the north. They're not north. They don't know what they're talking about. They're not north. Yeah, I am like pretty far north. Like it would take me the same amount of time to get into the Northern Territories as it would to get to the big city that I normally do my shopping in. So for some context, I'm pretty far north. Like when I drive from here, if I start driving towards the West Coast, I pass all of the like road to Alaska signs. Yeah, the South is 63 Fahrenheit here right now. Oh, beautiful. I don't know what it is in Fahrenheit. I don't even know what the temperature is outside right now. It is, I rolled down my window. Like the apartment I live in has underground parking. So like you have like a fob to put on the scanner thing and it'll open the door. And I rolled down my window to scan my fob and it was like as I rolled it down and I was like, that sounds like I maybe should have just opened the door, but too late now. So what is it here right now? I don't think, yeah, right now it's minus 15. Does this have the feels like temperature on it? Feels like minus 21 because of the wind. Yeah, it's not nice right now. But what is minus 15 in Fahrenheit? Minus 15. Someone's probably already got the conversion in the chat and I'm not even looking at it. I don't remember the 5 degrees Fahrenheit before the wind chill. That's what it is right now. Love that for me. It's been chucking down snow here since 2 this afternoon. You know what? This week was really, really cold, but the week before, we had like the entire week, it just snowed. We went from no snow to like a foot of snow within a week. It was not good, but yeah, it's especially if you have to shovel the driveway. That's not fun. I have been there, done that. Also, I work in a mall, so I can confirm people do, in fact, suck. The only jobs I've ever worked were customer service. My first job was working at a McDonald's. My second job was working at a like privately owned, like mom and pop buffet restaurant. And then I did like briefly for like a week and a half work for a cleaning lady. That wasn't like interacting with people. And now I work a job like dispatching and booking tickets and stuff. So I work with people again. And like, yeah, I think that's probably why I think people suck. It's probably I'm peopled out. My car windows make the same noise, actually, though, right? And people spamming in the chat. Cool, hi. Go away, please. I'm not your baby. I don't understand people. Did that remove those? Sorry, guys. That you have to. There we go. Took a minute. Hey, finally made it to a stream. Just finished a 10.5-hour day, 7.5 at a retail job, and 3 at an ice rink. That has been my entire week, doing like 11 and 12-hour days. It's a grind. It's a hustle and a grind. And we were literally just talking about like customer service jobs and stuff. So retail, I never worked retail. I've always worked like restaurants and customer service. But yeah, I imagine retail would be just as sucky as working in like a restaurant. The ice rink, I feel like you're probably still interacting with people, but I feel like it's less people. From what I remember of going to ice rinks, I haven't been to an ice rink in a long time. I work in customer service and people do suck, right? Like, it boggles my mind the amount of people that work in customer service or have in their lifetime, and then the amount of people that still suck. It's like, you've dealt with all those people that suck. Why do you have to also suck? It's a balmy -4 in Montreal. You're in Montreal? Man, I love Montreal. I love Montreal or Montreal and Via Quebec, both of them. I love all the old buildings and architecture in old Quebec, and Montreal just has a very European feel to it. And I went in the summer, and all the like patio dining and stuff, just loved it. I loved it. I almost went to school in Montreal, and then that didn't work out, but almost went to Concordia. I've never caught you on a live before, I don't think. It's possible. We do lives like once every couple of weeks. So, yeah, it's not like super consistent. So you probably haven't, it's not like every single week or something like that, but it's very possible. I don't recognize your username. So I work at Build-A-Bear, so I get to hang out with kids all day. I have never, like, I've walked through a Build-A-Bear to see what's in there, but I have never, ever gone to Build-A-Bear, and I want to go to Build-A-Bear. And I remember the first one opened near us, and I think I was maybe 13, 12 or 13. And mom was like, "You're too old." And that was just that. So, and I've never gone back and gone to Build-A-Bear, but now I have a child, so I'm like, maybe it's my excuse to go to Build-A-Bear, and I could just make myself one too. Good job, you mod for yourself. Yeah. I'm not bougie enough to have a moderator for me. Yeah, I just mod for myself. I mean, it doesn't really bug me. I try to stay on top of the chat and everything myself, so it's Barnes. You work at Barnes and Noble. You work in a bookstore. You get tons of discounted books and a fair amount of stuff. I want to work your job. That's all I can say. Like cheap books. Actually, that would be horrendous for my bank account. Like I have, you guys can see part of my book collection. I severely and aggressively went through and got rid of a bunch of books. And I still have a bunch, but I've been trying not to buy as many because I still have a bunch I haven't read. So, yeah, but that sounds so nice. Honestly, like I know it's still retail and people are still like, but I would love to work in a bookstore. I applied to Chapters a couple times for seasonal jobs, but Chapters was always like the most popular place to apply at where I used to live. I used to work in retail about 35 years ago, and it was probably the same miserable people then. Where am I? I'm in northern Alberta. I have to go, want to get some sleep and get rid of this cold. Yes, go sleep, go feel better. Maybe have yourself a nice warm tea and stay toasty, get lots of sleep, drink lots of fluids, and hopefully you feel better. You can call me Red. I think I met you at Anthony Simone's. I don't know who that is, so I don't think so. You're never too old for a Build-A-Bear. Haha, the amount of full-grown people that come into my store is kind of crazy, right? I mean, I can't get over some of the prices of some of the bear clothes. That's a little outrageous to me, but like, I want to build a bear. I don't know what I would do with it. I'd probably just give it to my daughter anyways, but still. I had 2,000 books. I'm slowly collecting more. I had about 250, and I have been aggressively trying to not buy because I've just got like almost my entire bottom shelf of this bookshelf, and I have packed the bottom shelf is books that I haven't read yet that I have bought. So I am trying to read through those before I buy anything else. Oh, it's bad. I've bought like 5 books this week. I need a bookshelf clean too. I'm starting college in January, so I'm trying to get some money. Haven't made many bracelets though. I had difficulties selling my books. Um, so I literally it got to the point where I was just like, I can't be bothered to try and sell these anymore. So in the building I live in, a lot of people, if there's stuff that they don't want anymore, but it's still like in good shape, they'll go and they'll put it in like in a common area. So in like the lobby or the elevator vestibule down in the parkade where everyone walks through, or in the main lobby, and they'll just put like a little sign with it that says free, and people will come through and grab whatever. So sometimes like there's been board games, Xbox games, books. Like I think I saw like a turkey roaster out there the one day, all kinds of stuff. So someone hauled a treadmill out there once, and I was like, there is a random abandoned treadmill in the middle of the lobby. Is someone trying to get rid of it, or are they moving in and had to stop and figure out the situation? But that was, I think, the most random thing that I saw. I haven't made a lot of bracelets recently either. Go to Build-A-Bear at least once. Pricey, but a lot of fun. You deserve. They've got you pitching sales, do they? I want to go at least once. I do. One of my friends made me a Build-A-Bear, so I do have like technically a bear from Build-A-Bear, but I want the experience of going myself. Build-A-Bear seems crazy fun, right? I don't know what it is about it, but it seems fun. Probably a different Megan Morrison, I think. Yeah, probably, because I don't know. Like, I know a couple Anthony's, but I don't know an Anthony Simone, so I expect probably a different person. I sold a few books, but mostly donated them to friends of the library. I put some of the free library in the park. We don't have any free, like, I know what you mean, like the cabinets that people have in like parks or on their yard or whatever, that it's like take a book, leave a book. I haven't seen any of those in town here. I tried to donate them to the library, but because of the whole lockdown pandemic situation, they didn't want to accept them. And the thrift store wasn't accepting any more donations. So I just left them down in the lobby, and they were gone like within an hour. So I didn't have good luck selling them though. I do the same with free libraries. I got rid of 15 a while back. See, I wish we had one, but I don't think we do. At least I haven't seen it if there's one in town. And I feel like that would be something I would be on top of. But I haven't seen one in town. So I see them all over like Pinterest and Instagram and everything. And I'm like, that's such a good idea. Because yeah, I probably would have done the same thing. I probably would have just dropped them off there. If no one wants them, then at least I know someone will grab it and want it. But it's okay. At least I managed to someone pick them up. I don't know what they did with them, but someone picked them up. Build-A-Bear would be a bad place for me too. I had 200 stuffed animals and 100 of them were bears. My oldest son is Teddy. Everyone gave him teddy bears. It was ridiculous. Oh my gosh. I could imagine. And everyone probably thought it was the funniest joke ever when they gave you the teddy bears too, I imagine. Get it? Because he's Teddy? I could see it now. I can see it happening for sure. I mean, I used to always get stuffed cows, like not teddy bears, but like cows. My mom would always buy me a stuffed cow because my nickname when I was really, really small was Meggie Moo. So she'd always get me a stuffed cow. So for a long time, I had like a bajillion stuffed cows. And then I went through all of my stuffies and got rid of most of the stuffed animals I had and kept like the nicer ones or whatever. But yeah, I can imagine being called Teddy. A lot of people would try to give you teddy bears. And I realized you're not called Teddy, but your son. Good night and have a great weekend. You too, Claire. Thank you for joining in on our stream. Hopefully you had a good Friday and you have a great weekend. I love them, but I downsized to an RV in 2020. So now I have about 10 stuffed animals. Ooh, RV living. That's pretty fun. Do you have it set up like tiny, oh my gosh, I can't speak. Like tiny house style? That was like a whole rabbit hole I went down for a while and I was like, this could be it. But then I obviously didn't do that because I have a kid and I had cats and stuff at the time. So it was just like that'd be a lot, I feel like, for a very small space, but I'm still fascinated by it. I still like watch the YouTube videos and stuff about people doing like the tiny houses and the van conversions and bus conversions and stuff. One of his girlfriends got him a Build-A-Bear. Yeah, I feel like that would be it's the joke that's gonna go on for his entire life is that his name is Teddy, so everyone will get him teddy bears. Oh well. It could be a lot worse. It could be a lot worse than teddy bears. So at least it's just teddy bears. Oh man. Of course, I put Coca-Cola in my cup, which you know is definitely helping my sore throat. What's everyone up to? I'm just gonna eat my Advent chocolate here. Because it's sitting here taunting me. And like chocolate cures everything, right? It rids us, it helps the after effects of dementors and solves everything. That's my not so humble opinion, and you cannot change it. You cannot. Chocolate is great. Absolutely. Right? Right? It's just a normal Class C RV, 30 feet long. I didn't build it out myself. I'm in a house right now, and my RV is in storage. But I went 10,000 in the last year, West Coast to East Coast. Wow. That would be a really cool trip. That would be a really cool trip. Oh, I love Harry Potter and chocolate. Me too. I love Harry Potter. This whole top shelf is Harry Potter stuff. Minus this. This is a Hawaiian coconut warrior head I got when I was visiting my aunt in Hawaii. Like 12 years ago. 10,000 miles. Did I say kilometers? I apologize. But 10,000 miles, yeah. I've done not the full coast to coast of Canada. I've done Ontario to Alberta, and I have gone to BC, but not in like one consecutive drive. But yeah, I've done Ontario to Alberta, which is 4,000 kilometers. And that's most of that drive is empty backwoods. And, you know, it's nice when you first start into it. And then by like day 2 of just being surrounded by complete trees with no cell phone service or anything, all your books are read, it gets pretty boring. Build-A-Bear has a whole Harry Potter line. Stop. Stop. I want to go to Build-A-Bear so bad. That's so cool. I assume that's supposed to say road trips. Road trips seem amazing. Sometimes they are and sometimes they aren't. It really depends on where you're going. I feel like I have done road trips from when I lived in Ontario, we drove down to Orlando, and I have to say, the road trip through the States, it was much nicer because it's more densely populated, so you see a lot more, there's a lot more stuff going on. Um, when you do it across Canada, the route there's 2 routes you can go from Ontario out to Alberta, and one of them will take you through the States and back up the other side. That's the shorter route. The other one routes you way up north and around, except for when you go way up north, like Southern Ontario is very densely populated. That part of the drive is okay. It's once you get up north, then it's not very densely populated at all, and 90% of the drive is just driving on a one-lane highway, like, where traffic is just, like, going opposite directions, so there's no passing lane, and you always end up stuck behind a string of traffic, and it's just, like, woods. I shouldn't say a string of traffic, it's, like, a couple cars or whatever, and it's a long drive. It is a long, long drive, but it's an experience. It's a fun experience. I have Dove chocolates. They're like chocolate fortune cookies. I think I tried a Dove chocolate once when they, like, first came out, but, they're not one I generally gravitate towards. If I'm doing chocolate, honestly, I generally gravitate towards, like, Brookside chocolate or Glossettes or, Coffee Crisp. Love me a Coffee Crisp. But this is um, Laura Secord chocolate from my advent calendar. Barnes& Noble has a whole little section of Harry Potter stuff. See, we don't have Barnes& Noble here, but Chapters also has a lot of Harry Potter stuff too. Hello from the other side of the world. Where are you in the world? Your username says Canada, which is exactly where I am. So, are you on the other side of the world? Or are you coincidentally in the same country as me? And when I moved out of my ex's house, I had to leave the Harry Potter series in my library and the series of unfortunate events for my youngest, who was 15. She stayed with dad because her school was in that district and he got the nicer house. Ooh. I still have my copy of Series of Unfortunate Events too, though. That's actually kind of funny. I have it in a box, like, set aside for when my daughter is older. That's actually pretty funny. I took the Harry Potter, though, because my ex doesn't like to read, so all the books were mine. All of them. Which suits me fine because I enjoy all of them. But I haven't read anything, like, to completion recently. I'm still in, Nevernight, which I think I mentioned maybe in the last live stream. I mentioned it in a video, and I can't remember which one, but I'm partway through Nevernight by Jay Kristoff. It's okay so far. It's okay. I'm not fully sold on it yet, but I'm far enough in that it's starting to get interesting now. So we'll see how it goes. But, yeah. So that is what I am reading right now, I guess. I haven't sat down and listened to it. It's an audiobook. I haven't sat down and listened to it in a while, though. What's your favorite Christmas movie? Mm. Mm. I think, like, for me, when I think of Christmas, I always think of the Harry Potter movies, especially the first one has a lot of Christmas scenes in it. Just the Harry Potter books and movies in general, there's, like, a Christmas scene in every single book. So, I always think of Harry Potter when I think of Christmas. But I would have to say I don't know. I do like The Nightmare Before Christmas, which is kind of the mash of Halloween and Christmas. And then I do like, the classic, like, Rudolph, the one with like I don't know, are they puppets? They're not really puppets, like the stop animation one, the classic one. And I generally watch The Grinch at least once. And are there any other Christmas movies I really like? I do like The Polar Express as well. But I'm not into like the Hallmark Christmas movies, not really my thing. Yeah, generally, like if I'm going to watch one thing around the holiday season, it's probably going to be Harry Potter. Not gonna lie. Probably gonna be Harry Potter. I read all those out loud to my youngest too, who are 20 and 25 now. The series of unfortunate events, they were so good. I remember our teacher started reading them to us in grade 4, and I was hooked on them. If you haven't mentioned it, also off topic, that's completely okay. We're used to whiplash in these chats. Are you continuing the nod along? No pressure, just curious. I posted a new video on that today. I am going to continue it. Just like I said, I don't know what time in the stream you popped in, but basically this last like week and a half, I've been pulling like 11-hour, 12-hour shifts at work. So I've had to catch up at work to be able to get paid. So yeah, I haven't posted anything on that recently until today. I did post the part that I had filmed like the start of November. Finally got time to edit it yesterday. So that went up. And then I do plan to finish it. I think I'm just going to do one more part. There may be a little more time lapsing in it, but I do want to finish it and I do want to complete that series. So there will be more videos to come on that. If you didn't watch the one today, it's out. You could watch that now. If you did, I am planning to, after we're done this stream, knot out the rest of the pattern and then probably work on editing it depending on what time I'm done, either tonight or tomorrow morning, and then have that out tomorrow or Sunday, and then move on to more seasonal things that, now that we're in winter. I think they're claymation for Rudolph. They might be. It's very, very possible. I think some of the characters are claymation. Some of them are like, what's the word? I can't think. Some of them are like fuzzy though. So I'm not sure if they're all claymation, but it's like stop motion or whatever. Yeah. That one. I generally watch that at least once a season. Ba, 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 ba. The Heat Miser stop motion, A Year Without a Santa Claus one is probably one of my favorites. Polar Express 2. Yeah, I like watching a lot of like the old classic ones. I think it's probably because when we were younger, my mom always like watched those ones. I like Charlie Brown Christmas, of course, a classic. But like I think I like a lot of those Christmas movies. I will generally watch like if I see them on or if it like strikes the fancy. But the Guardians, not specifically like Christmas. It has a lot of other holidays and stuff in it as well. But I do really like that one too. Is that on Netflix right now? I hope so. That makes me want to watch it now. I do really love that one. I know it's more centered around like Jack Frost, but I like the more like, I don't want to say urban because that's maybe not the right word, but more modern, cool, edgy approach to the characters. Like Santa's all like tatted up. I think that's really cool. And the Easter Bunny is like Australian and carries a boomerang. It's just really cool. I think those takes on the characters are really fresh and interesting. And I do really like just the personification they gave all the characters in that. Definitely a fun one. I want to watch a Harry Potter movie. I literally just watched The Philosopher's Stone like 2 days ago. I put it on, I shouldn't say I watched it. I put it on in the background while I worked, but I want to sit and actually like watch it and just craft. That is what I want to do. What I want to actually do is sit down and watch that movie and open up my Harry Potter knitting book that I still have not knitted anything out of and actually knit something out of that. Like maybe a Weasley sweater or something out of that. And yes, like I want to vibe and watch Harry Potter. Build-A-Bear also sells Jack Skellington and The Grinch, and they have a website. Okay, I'm done. Why are you doing this to me? Why? I want to so bad. But like, I want to take my daughter and do it too, because I think she would absolutely love it. So like, I want to go to the store and I want to see the joy on my child's face when I do it. And then get the joy of myself doing it. Because why not? My favorite Christmas movies are the Santa Claus movies with Tim Allen. Those are great movies too. Name Kris Kringle. Name Kris Kringle. Name Papa Gigio. I still to this day remember that section. I hardly even remember it from that movie because I think it was like the Santa Claus 2 or Santa Claus 3 or something was the one that my brother got for Christmas one year. We watched that one like every year. But I remember the ad for that movie and that scene being in the movie. That was like the trailer clip that was there. I remember it. It's ingrained in my brain. Thank you. Yeah, I'll watch it later. I saw you were live and popped on right away. Well, thank you. Yeah, so that is posted. Sounds like it took me a second to realize. I was like, what do you think? Yeah. The not along though. Yeah, so that is posted. I do plan on finishing that. I think it's right here. I have it right here. Our fall pumpkin being finished in December. Maybe we'll have it done in time for Christmas. Yeah, my plans crashed and burned on getting that one out, but we will finish it. I will finish it. I'm checking which service Rise of the Guardians is on right now for you. Thank you. I feel like it's been on Netflix a few times, but I know it's kind of cyclical. Well, they'll take it off for a while and then it'll come back on. I feel like it's one that's generally on Netflix around Christmas because it has Santa Claus and everything in it. So I feel like it probably is on there and I haven't looked for it yet. So this season, you know? But yeah, I haven't watched many like new Christmas movies. But I definitely like the classics. Definitely enjoy a classic. And Harry Potter. I mean, Harry Potter is also tied to like Christmas movie for me because I think every Christmas Eve we'd have like a little gathering, and then by the end of the gathering, when people were kind of getting tired and stuff, we'd turn the TV on, and every single year there was a Harry Potter marathon on. So I would obviously turn on Harry Potter, and then it just became like the Christmas Eve movie. So Harry Potter is definitely like a Christmassy movie to me. I can feel my allergy tab starting to wear off and my nose getting congested, so that's fun. Other than that, though, does anyone have plans for Christmas or whatever holiday you're celebrating? If it's not Christmas, do you have plans? Are you going anywhere, traveling to see anyone, staying close to home? I will be staying here. Not doing anything super exciting. So, yeah, I've got no plans to like fly back to Ontario or anything. So, yeah. Anyways, guys, we're creeping up on an hour here, and I feel like my voice is just getting worse and worse. So I'm probably going to sign off now. thank you for joining me. I know it was really last minute because I was putting in extra hours at work again. But I know it was really last minute. So thank you for joining me. I hope you are all doing well. I hope you're having a great Friday evening. Or maybe it's not evening yet. I don't know. I don't know where y'all are in the world, but hopefully you are having a great day. And I will see you next time. We will do this again in 2 weeks. So it's showing on the Roku channel app. Good to know. Thank you for that. Yeah, so I think probably going to sign off now because my throat is dying and my beverage is gone. So I'm going to sign off now. I hope you all have a really, really great weekend. I hope you all get your holiday shopping done and complete before it is utter chaos. And I will see you guys in 2 weeks, which will put us at, I think, like right before Christmas, to be honest. Isn't that right before Christmas? I will see you all Christmas Eve. Actually, Christmas Eve. Christmas Eve is Friday. So, wow, actually, man. Okay, well, I'll see you guys Christmas Eve. My Christmas plans aren't 100% solidified. We may do the 23rd instead, but I will post with much more time than I did tonight. So I will see you guys in 2 weeks. I do plan to keep doing the live streams every other week. I just couldn't do it last time. So anyways, guys, have a great, great weekend. Thank you for hanging out with me and tuning in, and I'll talk to you guys hopefully in another video soon. Bye.